A good matchup on tap in Denver. The Cubs take on the Rockies. The show comes to you live from what is, hard to believe, the third oldest ballpark in the National League, Coors Field in Denver. Tonight, Game 2 of this three-game Chicago Cubs and the Colorado Rockies. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our two starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, thanks. We'll hear from EK momentarily, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs, as Joe Madden will line them up like this. Christian Friedrich is on the mound here to face these guys. He's got the usual assortment of pitches, but keep an eye on him in the early going here. If these guys can get to him early, he does have a tendency to start overthrowing. And from there, that's when the problems usually arise. Quickly a look now at the defensive alignment they'll face in this one. Tommy La Stella will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in Game number 2.
Here's the pitch. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. Well, you just saw the good slider for the punch out there, but let's call up the scouting report to give you a look at what else he features. Dexter Fowler will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. First offering on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Bases are empty, one man out. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Hey, guys, if you want to make sure your hitting coach keeps his job for another season, you got to have a few more at-bats like this. I mean, this is exactly what they're preaching to you every day down there in the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Stay behind the ball. Here, he just lets this one travel deep. He gets his arms through, lets the barrel drag a little bit, and then just inside-outs this thing right off the right center field wall. Boy, that's strong.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. On to first, and there were two down.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good, strong throw.
Jorge Soler will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here's the first offering. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. He may not throw a ton of change-ups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
In the air to center. Stubbs is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out of potential trouble. Cubs strand one. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Batting order for the Rockies looks like this. Tsuyoshi Wada will get the call to face these guys. He's one of those pitchers you can't allow to fall into a comfort zone out there, because if he settles down and has success in the early going, it does wonders for his confidence. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. DJ LeMahieu will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they come out of the gate slowly. Just one of their first four have been wins.
Yeah, and they dropped the opener of the series and of the road trip last time out. I thought they came out a little flat, but still plenty of time to turn that around, though.
The pitch. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. And a good throw gets him one gone. Carlos Gonzalez will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Now the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
The 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, a one-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Troy Tulowitzki will get his first shot now with the runner at first following the one-out single. Now here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Runners on first with one down. The next pitch. And he misses again, 2-0. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Here's Castro for one. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Wellington Castillo leads things off now in the top half of the second.
The catcher, number 5, Wellington Castillo.
First pitch coming. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Now here's the pitch. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. And now a pitch on the way. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Here comes a 1-2. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Starlin Castro will be the batter. Now the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
That's by him for strike 1.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Ready now on 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now.
Let's go!
Here comes the 2-1. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Chris Denorfia will step in for the first time, and as you can see, not the fastest of starts for him this first week of the season. First pitch coming. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Here's a 1-0. And they continue to work below the knees here as that's ball 2.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
He's set, now the pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Boy, and this is